Good day, everyone. My name is Malto from BSEA 2A. Today, I am going to discuss the bivariate and the marginal probability distribution. Bivariate probability distribution. The bivariate probability distribution is the probability that a certain event will occur when there are two independent random variables in your scenario. For example, having two balls, each filled with two different types of candies, and pulling one candy from each balls give you two independent random variables, the two different candies. Since you are pulling one candy from each ball at the same time, you have a bivariate distribution when calculating your probability of ending up with a particular kind of candies. So, ito yung example table natin na kinuha natin dun sa example problem natin. Dun sa blue bowl ay merong red candy, yung blue bowl ay meron ding blue candy, yung red bowl ay may red candy, yung red bowl ay may blue candy. So, yung dalawang bowl ay nagre-represent siya sa red and blue. Nagre-represent siya ng red and blue. Tapos, yung different candies, different din siya sa colors, which is yung red and blue. Yung probability niya is 1/2. Yun yung probability ng red from blue bowl. Plus, yung probability pa nung red from red bowl. Kaya yung 1/2 times 1/2 equals to 1/4 or 1/4. Tapos, yung blue from blue bowl ay may probability din na 1/2 at yung red from red bowl ay may probability din na 1/2. Pinag-multiply lang siya, ang sagot din is 1/4. At same lang yung ginawa sa sunod na mga table, sunod na mga column. Tapos, yung para makuha natin yung probability ng red ball, yung final answer dito sa red from red ball, yung column niya, i-add lang natin yung 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 1/2. Yan yung probability nung red from red ball. Yung probability naman ng blue from red ball ay 1/4 plus 1/4 is equal to 1/2. Yan yung probability ng blue from red ball. Yung probability naman sa blue ball is yung red from blue ball is 1/2 din. Yung probability ng blue from blue ball is 1/4 plus 1/4 equals to 1/2. So, pag pinag-add natin dapat yung final answer sa blue ball ay mag-i-equal siya dapat sa 1. Ganun din dapat sa red ball kasi probability siya nun. The marginal probability distribution. Marginal distribution. If x and y are discrete random variables, and f of x and y is the value of their joint probability distribution at x and y, the functions given by g of x equals to summation of y of f of x and y, and h of y equals summation of x of f of x and y are the marginal distribution of x and y, respectively. The E is equals summation or notation. A marginal distribution gets its name because it appears in the margin of a probability distribution table. So this is the example table of a marginal probability distribution. This table comes from a roll of a 2 dice, which signifies an I and J. These are the outcomes of the die. In 1 and 1, the probability is 1/36. The 2 and 1, the probability is 1/36. So, lahat siya, the same na siya ng probability. Kasi nga, dun sa dalawang dice, pag niroll mo siya, 36 yung probability. Tapos, yung dalawang magiging sagot, yung magiging outcomes niya isa lang yung probability out of 36. Tapos, yung nasa margin niya, yung naka-yellow, yung 1/6, is nakuha siya dahil pinag-plus natin yung 1/36 pababa, kaya may 1/6 siya sa baba. And yung nasa right side naman niya is pinag-plus din natin yung 1/36, yung 6 na 1/36 na nasa left niya, ang sagot niya is 1/6. Tapos, kapag pinag-plus din natin siya dapat, yung 1/6, yung 6 na 1/6 dun sa probability y ng j, dapat mag-equal siya sa 1. Yung probability ng x na nag-represent ay I, dapat mag-equal din siya sa 1. So, in total, yung nasa baba niya is probability na siya ng y. Yung 1/6, 1/6, 1/6. And yung nasa right side niya is yung probability ng x. Yun yung purpose ng marginal probability, na paghihiwalay niya kasi yung probability ng x and y. If you're great with equations, that's probably all you need to know. It tells you how to find the marginal distribution. But if that formula gives you a headache, which it does to most people, you can use a frequency distribution table to find a marginal distribution. Of course, it's not quite as simple as that. You can't just look at any old frequency distribution table and say that the last column or row is a marginal distribution. Marginal distributions follow a couple of rules. The distribution must be from a bivariate data. Bivariate is just another way of saying two variables, like x and y. In the table above, the random variables I and j are coming from the roll of two dice. So, yun na nga yung table na diniscuss na natin kanina. Yun yung probability ng roll of two dice. A marginal distribution is where you are only interested in one of the random variables. In other words, either x or y. If you look at the probability table above, the sum probabilities of one variables are listed in the bottom row and the other sum probabilities are listed in the right column. So this table has two marginal distribution. Yun na nga yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina dun sa table na pwede nakukuha niya yung x and y na marginal probability distribution in separate ways or in separate So, dito naman tayo sa example natin. Example number 1. Find the function y of y for x and y with joint probability mass function. So, yung f of x and y natin ay may value siya ng 0.2, 0.1, 0.3, 0.1, 0.1, 0.2. Tapos, katapat niya rin yung mga coordinates niya, which is yung 0.2, nakatapat siya sa x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. So, tapat-tapat lang sila. Tapos, ang gagawin na natin is gagawa tayo ng table. Yung table natin ay katulad lang ng mga example natin kanina. Yung x ay nasa column, yung y ay nasa row. Dun sa 1 and 1, 1, 1, yung x ay 1, yung y ay 1, ang value niya ay 0.2. Kukunin lang siya natin dun sa given. Yung 2 and 1, ang value niya ay 0.1. 1 and 2, 0.1. 1 and 3, 0.3. 2 and 2, 0.1. 2 and 3, 0.2. Tapos, yung nasa baba, yung f of y and y, yun yung probability ng y. Tapos itong f of x ng x, yun yung probability ng x. So, same lang kung paano nakukuha. Yung nasa taas niya, yung sa function ng y, yung nasa taas niya is 0.2, 0 plus 0.1 equal to 0.3, 0.1 plus 0.1 equal to 0.2, 0.3 plus 0.2 is equal to 0.5. So, yung f of x naman ay pinag-plus lang din yung 0.2 plus 0.1 plus 0.3 equals to 0.6. 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.2 is equal to 0.4. Tapos, yan yung probability, yung nasa right side at yung bottom part ng probability. Yan yung probability ng x and y. Tapos, ang hinahanap lang dito is find fy of y. Ang fy lang natin is 0.3 at y is equal to 1, 0.2 at y is equal to 2, 0.5 at y is equal to 3. So, dito naman tayo sa next example natin. The random variable x has a range of 0, 1, and 2, and the random variable y has a range of 1 and 2. The joint distribution of x and y is given by the following table. So, may table siyang binigay. Ang value daw ng x ay nag-range siya ng 0, 1, and 2, and yung y naman ay 1 and 2. Tapos, ang value ng mga coordinates niya ay nakatapat lang din niya. Yung 0.2, 0.1, 0.0, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.2. Tapos, kung paano natin makukuha yung sagot, gagawa lang din ulit tayo ng table. Ito yung table natin, yung nasa left side, yung kulay blue. So, nagawa kong table na x na may value ng 0, 1, and 2. Yung y, may value ng 1 and 2. Kakopy ko lang yung mga coordinates ng 0, 1, na 0.2, 0.2, 0.1, 1, 1, 0.0, 1, 2, 0.2, 2, 1, 0.3, 2, 2, 0.2. Tapos, i-add ko lang din yung nasa y na 1, yung 0.2, 0.0, 0.3 is equal to 0.5. Yung nasa 2 naman, 0.1, 0.2 plus 0.2 is equals to 0.5. So, nakuha ko na yung probability ng y. Kukunin ko naman yung probability ng x, yung nasa right part, is papaplasin mo lang din yung nasa left part niya. Yung 0.2 plus 0.1 equals to 0.3, 0.0 plus 0.2 equal to 0.2, 0.3 plus 0.2 is equal to 0.5. So, kapag inaduli natin yung probability ng x should be equal to 1, probability ng y should be equal to 1. So, yung nasa mid part, yun na yung magiging sagot natin. Yung probability ng x in the coordinate of 0 is equal to 0.3, yung 1, 0.2, yung 2 is equal to 0.5. Yung probability ng y is equal to yung probability ng y sa 1 is equal to 0.5, sa 2 is equal to 0.5. So, doon na nagtatapos yung report ko. And thank you for listening.